So in this video we'll be seeing how to set up our environment to develop the C# applications. So we need to download the .NET 4.8 developer pack. So search like this and go to this website, and here you can see there are two versions, runtime and developer pack, and you need to download this developer pack. After downloading that, just install this. It's very easy and the installation will be done. And the next IDE we will be using is Visual Studio 2019, and download the community edition. It's free of cost. After downloading that, you need the installer will show you the options of which options to install. You choose the .NET desktop development, so tick the .NET desktop development and click on install. So all the components will be installed on this computer. So open the Visual Studio 2019. Now create a new project, and now search for class library .NET standard. So there are some differences between the .NET Core and .NET framework. So the .NET Core is like a generic apps you can develop for cross-platform apps, for other Linux. Those binaries will run on Linux as well, but in the .NET framework it includes much more functionality like databases, APIs, etc., but only limited to the Windows platform. Through this videos we will be concentrating only on .NET framework 4.8. so that's why you need to create class library .NET standard. So we will be modifying this into the .NET framework later. So click on next and give the project a name. So let's say sample tutorial, and now the location is you can change the location as well, but default is C users username source repos. So click on create. Now you can see the sample code has been created, and here you can see on the right side in the project we have class1.cs. so CS stands for C#. Now we need to modify some of the project settings. So right click on the project and click on edit project file. Now you need to change this net standard to net 48. So before that you can go to properties, and you can see here you don't see any of the .NET framework 4.8, right? Now save this one. Hit Ctrl S to save this one with the net 48. Now right click on this project and click on properties, and now here you can see the .NET framework. So you can select the .NET framework 4.8 and choose the output type as console application, and press Ctrl S, and now go to the build section and click on advanced and change this debugging information to full. So now everything is fine. Now let me make a main class. So in C# we'll be using something called namespace. So in this namespace you can imagine the namespace as a package or a folder. So inside this package or folder you will have different classes, and these different classes have different members and methods. So in that, using the system, so this system is the namespace. We have the a class called console. So you can hover your mouse onto this one, console. Here it says class system.console represents the standard input, output and error system streams for console applications. So you can say console dot, and if you hit enter, if you type dot, you can see all of these members and methods of this class shown by Visual Studio. So you can see the wrench icon, those are the normal class variables, those are not functions. You can see here the purple color cube icon, those are the functions. So one of the functions we will be using is write line. So this will take the string as an input, and will display on the console. Let's say hello world. Now save this one and build this. So don't worry about this class and public static etc. I'll be explaining in the future videos. Now let's go and run this one. So what happened is the program has been run and exited within like 1 second. So we need to see the output. To do that, we can give something called console.read key. So what this function does is it will wait, the program will be in the waiting state for the user to hit a key on the keyboard. So it's like just a pause state, and you can see the hello world output. And now you can see the hello world has been printed, and the program is waiting for the user to hit any key on the keyboard. Whenever I hit any key on the keyboard, it continues. So generally this can be used for as a pause thing, so that we can view the output of our actual program.